You're tuned into WDG Underground Columbus, home of the unsigned artist. And this is Big C in the morning. This is the Friday morning show that starts your Friday morning right in your weekend early. And how are you guys doing today? I'm a little bit giddy. I will tell you this because, oh boy, we got a show for you today. We've got a big show for you today because we got a special guest here. And this special guest, oh boy, this is going to be exciting. I have known this guest since high school, many years ago, basically like 5 years ago, and we've been friends ever since. And honestly, he's a better bowler than me. But hey, I try to be better than him. But we all know he's probably better than me. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the one, the only, Mr. Callan Van Syke. How you doing, Callan?
I'm doing well. Glad to be out here. And hey, I've been bowling for 16 years. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I know. I know you've been bowling for 16 years. You've been bowling ever since you were like a kid.
Oh, I know.
And I've been bowling since I got out of middle school, so.
Hey, we met freshman year. Good old JV at first, and then we continued varsity all the way out through high school.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Yeah.
Had to keep it going. We got the state champion sweatshirt
Yeah.
here, even though we didn't make state champion. We
Yeah.
made 16th, but hey, we made it there.
Yeah. We're part of the Elite 16, as we
Elite
call it.
16.
Elite.
And it was senior year, so it was special.
Yes.
So.
I've been waiting to get there for a long time.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Even before we even started, getting to states was always a dream. So.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we should have got there for sophomore year. We should have.
We should have. We had a really good team sophomore year, and I believe that we really could have made it, but there was a lot of problems that year also. A lot of drama.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening. But anyways, let's get into today's topic. So, I try to plan these topics as best as I can, Callan, so don't hate me on this if the topics somehow suck.
Oh, you're fine. I'm ready to talk about anything at this point.
Sweet. Cool. I will do that. All right, so let's talk about photography, because I know you are a master photographer, as they say it. Because I know I see on Facebook you've been photographing a bunch of stuff. And I know you've been photographing a lot of stuff, posting it on Instagram, and you take it very, very seriously. So what kind of got you in photography?
So, with photography, I've been doing it for almost 4 years now. Actually, a little bit over 4 years. My mom had a camera, and I decided to go out and use it one day, and I liked the outcome of the situation when I came back, so I started making YouTube videos. Tried to get into videography, but I wasn't really as good with videos as I was with photos, so we continued to do that, and I've just been mastering my editing with Photoshop and just getting better and better as I can be during this time, especially during the pandemic. You definitely have time to sit around and learn a few things. So I'll go out and take photos and then come back and then make them something completely different. But yeah, I really enjoy it, and Instagram's a big platform for that thing, especially with everybody who uses it and the amount of users. It can get out there and you can promote it pretty high.
That's cool. You see, I'm good at cameras, but I'm more on the video sides. I'm kind of like the opposite of you. I'm not good at photography. I'm good at videography. So yeah, and
in that sense, I wish I was kind of like you because I really like the videography portion. I think there's a lot of potential with videography and a lot with cinematic film. And I wish I could do some of the stuff that they do, but at this point in time, I can't, and I've been trying to learn. So, but you're definitely better on that skill with that.
Yeah. It's because I've gone to the Career Center for videography and that stuff for 2 years, and then come back here at Ohio Media School to do it for 8 more months. It's kind of improved my skill on what type of shot I need to do, and yeah, for the videography side, it's best to get multiple shots and angles into your product so it can actually be like a masterpiece like Hitchcock or Spielberg or Kubrick.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think more or less I've found a new camera that's really good with film, and I think that I can actually depend on that a little bit more than my old Canon EOS T3i, which hopefully I can start running this Canon 6D Mark II, which is a really nice, really nice camera for film. Hopefully I can get to that point. And obviously, when it becomes schoolwork, it's a little easier to do. But when it's on your own time, you can procrastinate quite a bit.
Oh
So,
yeah, oh yeah. Believe me, I've been procrastinating a whole bunch sometimes. Like even during school, like I had like vlogs to do, but I was procrastinating. I was like, I gotta do these vlogs for school, and but I like to procrastinate a lot. So basically, I had the vlogs recorded. I just didn't want to edit because I don't know. I feel like video editing is. I like video editing, but I feel like it takes a long time to deal with. I feel like video editing takes much longer than, photo editing.
um, I would agree with you with the videos that I've edited, and then senior year we had to make a short film, and it ended up being a short film, but it was really 30 minutes long. My cousin Tanner and I, we sat in a Starbucks for about 6 hours editing that, but I could have finished over 150 photos in that time, just editing wise, instead of one video. So I understand. Yeah, it does take a lot more time.
So wait, you were at a Starbucks for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. That's typically normal. I mean, a lot of people go to a Starbucks, use that free Wi-Fi, and use it up for script writing, maybe some editing, because they gotta get stuff done, stuff. We always see this trend. Like I've seen this trend so much in TV and movies, like people going out at a coffee shop and working on that big award-winning script, or editing those high-tech photos or videos and stuff. It's basically normal for people to do that.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about Starbucks at that point, we would get off of school, and of course the Starbucks literally right next to our school, we just went over, and we just basically spent the rest of our day there and just finished it out and got it ready because we procrastinated until the last moment, which is normal of me. But yeah, we got it done. That's all that matters.
Yeah. What grade did you get on that video? I was wondering.
It was an A. I don't remember the exact point range though.
Okay, so you got an A. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So, any favorite places you like to take photos at?
Ooh, there's a lot of good places. So, as much as I hate Ohio, like when it comes to like tourist attractions, Otherworld in Pickerington.
Yeah.
Otherworld's a really great spot. Dublin has really great spots around that area. Indian Run Falls. When you're looking at nature, there's a lot of different nature pictures, landscape pictures you could take with Cuyahoga Falls. There's a lot of waterfalls in Ohio, I've realized, after actually going out and finding them.
Yeah.
So those are always good pictures, long exposure pictures of waterfalls. Get that kind of misty photo,
Mhm. I expect Dublin to be on that list because Dublin's like it's like a rich city.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of restaurants and all that stuff, development, especially when tourists come, they want to go to a city that's pretty cool, and Dublin's one of them. I know, and I know we both been to that city. We all know it's fine. It is amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean, Dublin, like you said, is a very rich. Like their architecture is really nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things you could do with modernized photography with older architecture. That's why Athens. They're more of like a Greek-ish style, Roman style architecture when it comes to their buildings down there. So when I go down there, I always try to make it worthwhile. Get a lot of pictures of different stuff that I think might work out for different like collages, something like that. And what is it called? Court Street. Court Street. There's a lot of different. Obviously, that's the main street in Athens, and there's a lot of different things you could take photos of down there for sure.
Now, is Court Street a road or?
Yeah, Court Street's the main road. University Green is on there, or College Green is on that road, and then most of your restaurants are going to be on that road. Bars, different shops, stuff like that. There's some apartments on that street too.
Nice. Have you been to any weird places that you took photos at? Like any weird, out of the ordinary places?
Yeah, I would say I have. When I went to New York, when I went to New York City right before Corona hit. I
Yep.
literally went in February, right before it became the epicenter, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
There were some really creepy subway tunnels that I found my way into, but some great photos came out of it. And Ohio-wise, you go into the wrong neck of the woods, you'll end up finding somebody.
Yeah, yeah,
Like-
yeah. There seems to be somebody, just standing around, just be like chilling. They'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" Just chilling here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely some streets down in Columbus as well that you definitely don't want to stumble upon when taking photos at night.
Yeah.
I would agree. I've had to run from a few situations like that before,
Yeah.
so I would rather not do that again. But hey,
Yeah. I know you're a fast runner, dude. But I seriously, you should just run for track.
hey, I'm not fit enough for that right now. When I was in high school, I could have been fit enough for it, but yeah, not now. I can't run for anything at this point.
Bro, did you like run like a 5K or a marathon before a bowling tournament?
I did. It was I forget what bowling alley it was. Closer to Columbus.
It was holiday.
Yeah, it was Holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ran a 5K that morning before the bowling tournament, and we went and won the whole tournament that
Yeah,
day.
we won the
Yeah.
whole. We stunned everybody. We upset like Gahanna and Westfield Central. That was a great day for us, and we both made all tournament team. But I
Yeah.
came out on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we both made it, and I was really surprised by the outcome. I definitely didn't expect to go into that day bowling a 266. And Montana also bowled a 266 the game after I did.
Yeah.
And that really, the high scores that day really pulled the team into first, which was amazing. It was a great feeling to, like, first of all, I went and ran a 5K.
Yeah.
I was hurting. And then I'm driving all the way to the bowling center. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. And then I make it, and we win. So,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I was
and
happy.
I think the other main thing about that is that teams like Gahanna, Central, St. Charles, all those teams that were in the Central Ohio High School Bowling Conference, they started to struggle. Like in the second game, they were high and mighty in the first, and then all of a sudden they started to struggle in that second game. But we didn't.
Yeah, my anger against Central really helped, I feel. Just to beat them in something like that, just
Yeah.
once.
Yeah,
Just
and,
once.
yeah, beating them in any tournament, either in like a championship round thing or in like just like winner take all tournaments. It's fun to win against them.
Oh yeah, no, I mean my favorite memory of bowling in general those 4 years wasn't even states. It was when we were at
The OCC tournament.
OCC tournament. And
yeah.
we were screaming their chant
Yeah.
down to them,
Yeah,
and you could say a few people were upset. A few
Yeah.
parents were upset,
yeah,
but we had 8 teams
Yeah.
collectively
Yes.
screaming the same chant.
and let me tell you, people, the families, they were big mad. But hey, we were high schoolers. We knew that this was a big rivalry.
When there's a competition, there's no limit.
Yeah.
And we will take that limit and we will crush it. I can't tell you the amount of times that Central knew that they were going to beat us, but we still tried to like irritate them a little bit just so, it was kind of equal. But it was always a fun match.
Yeah, yeah. And besides, Central has now become like the Ohio State Michigan Westerville, and then Westerville North and Westerville South is like the Ohio State Illinois rivalry. Like seriously, it's like nobody cares about North anymore. Like back in the day, Ohio State and Illinois, they were rivals. They were somewhat competitive, but now when you look at them now today, they're not so competitive. It's just like South and North now. They're like, yeah, we beat down on them and we're all cool and stuff, but now it's not competitive anymore. And now when like the OCC realigning, Central's not in our division, but North is, so it's possibly, a reoccurrence of the Westerville North and Westerville South rivalry.
Yeah, I think after talking to some of the teammates with North, I never really had a problem against North. I think their coaching, on the other hand, could have been better.
Yeah.
They also went through that phase junior and senior year where they ended up losing their coach.
Yeah.
So they had a student coach come in and try and help them, and I don't think that really helped them out that much. But, I mean, There were a lot of good people on North's team. It was just never,
Yeah.
it
I
was never
think
good enough.
yeah, I think they started to fall apart when, like, after our sophomore year, it just started when they lost their like best players. It just started to fall apart, and I think that's why the coaches left because they know they don't have any good like all-star players left.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, at least you're out there bowling. At least you're
Yeah,
doing something. And if you know you're not going to win and you're gonna go into it, I mean, there's no problem. At least you're having fun with it
yeah,
at that point.
yeah. But back on the topic of photography. So we talked about the weird places you talked about shooting photos at. Um, have you taken any photos at any abandoned places?
Yes. There were a few. Actually, I have some old GoPro footage from when I first got my Hero 4. That was 2016. I can't find that footage anymore. But yeah, there was abandoned structures in Delaware. There were just a couple things around. Some abandoned hotels, which were out there. Just taking photos of the outside, and then see if I could even get like a stairwell picture from the outside, like going up. But other than that, not really anything else abandoned other than that.
So how abandoned were those hotels? Are we talking like big scale bankruptcy or just plain we just left it there?
One of them closed due to water damage, and then was bought out 4 years later. The other one was, it was originally an apartment complex, or it was an apartment building more or less, and it ended up going out of business during a deal with somebody who was going to buy and then never bought, and then it was bought out 5 years later.
Any places that you were taking photos and then you almost like had a near death experience? Have you ever had that?
Yeah, yeah. There was one. I had my camera out on a cliff.
Oh boy.
And I wanted to get a photo where my legs were off of the cliff, and it was a sandy area more or less. So
Yeah.
like I went and like tried to like slide a little bit, and I slid a little too far, and I had to grab onto a tree branch behind me. And luckily, I had like my camera with my like
Yeah.
um, neck, I guess,
Lanyard.
lanyard around
Yeah.
it. But yeah, it was quite the experience. But sometimes you have to seek discomfort.
I have a question for you. Where was this cliff?
It was in. Ooh, that's a good question. There's two places it could have been. There was one over in Alum Creek, and then there was one. Where was the other one? Marion.
Uh,
I think it was the Marion one. But yeah, it was a little close for me.
yeah. PSA people. If you want to take photos at like near a cliff, do it safely. Don't do it like Callan. He might, go into the river.
Hey, if you had a good time while you were alive, hey, go take that risk. Go get out of your comfort zone a little bit, but don't fall. That's not what I'm saying. Be cautious.
I swear to God, his shenanigans are too dangerous for me. Seriously.
Gotta get out of that comfort zone, buddy. You gotta go experience some new things.
But I don't want to seek discomfort. I want to seek comfort. In my little bubble that has, everything I need to survive in the world today.
Hey, that's your choice, man. If you want to go ahead and do that, I know you want to get big into radio. I know you want to have that little comfort zone. So
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to go and travel and experience what I can experience. So.
Yeah, and this actually brings me to my next question. If there was a place you would like to take photos, where would that be?
There's plenty of places, but if there's a number one, it would definitely be in the London Eye, like the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I want to be able to go onto the London Eye and take some photos from there of that skyline of London. I think that would be pretty cool. I've already been to Niagara Falls. I don't really need to go see that again.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a few things I want to go see. Taj Mahal. I think that would be an amazing photo to keep somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I like traveling, but out of country traveling, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. You're in a different country, and then you're like, okay, so I'm gonna visit these tourist attractions, and I don't know what to do. What else? Like, what else is there to do? Like, seriously. And you can never expect what to happen in those countries. Like, anything could happen. Like, seriously.
Like good old Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. I've heard a lot of I mean, you've got that massive statue up at the top of the hill people take pictures of.
Well, yeah, you got that massive statue of Jesus Christ.
Of Jesus, yes.
Yes.
And then you're at the bottom, and there's a lot of different crimes that can go on.
Yeah.
And you really have to be careful when you're out there exploring.
Yeah.
Make sure you're never alone.
Yes.
If you know you're in a country where it's not the best with the crime rate, never be alone.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of places I'd like to go to. Well, London is one of them, and I kind of want to visit Ireland. Ireland seems pretty cool.
Ireland has a lot of different water views. They have a lot of big cliffs, hills, different beaches, obviously. Ireland's a really cool place when you look at photos of it. And then, of course, you hear of all the crazy people in Ireland and Scotland, like Dublin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you hear a lot of
There
crazy...
could be a leprechaun. Wow, that was a great Irish accent for me. The top 10 greatest Irish accents. One is me.
Russia, I think, would be another cool place to visit.
Oh boy, Russia.
Good old mother Russia.
Russia is too cold.
It's not too cold. I do not know what you're talking about.
You need to stop with your Russian accent, or I would do Russian accent. Oh no, I'm doing it right now. It's not that good Russian accent, but it's good. It's good.
Good old Moscow, Go and see those different buildings. Yeah, every other place has a different culture and different architecture, different things you've never seen before. And Russia, you might think it's cold all the time, but it's not as cold as you think.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Ohio. It's cold, but not that cold.
Yeah.
But seriously, I may go to Russia just because of my love of Tetris. Because Tetris is like the puzzle game. Like, it was made in Russia, so obviously, it's cool.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, Russia's got some cool stuff. You can't always just think about the past, the history.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but luckily that past is like gone.
Yeah. I mean, no Lenin, no Trotsky, no
Stalin.
no Stalin.
No Khrushchev.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically what Russia's now. No, none of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the USSR
Yeah.
anymore.
I wonder what, fast food tastes like in other countries. Some say it's different, some say it's the same. What would you think if you ever had a chance to try out those?
Like different fast food, just like fast food from here, but in different countries.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think it would be any different. I mean, they're gonna have different menu items.
Yeah.
That you could try for sure. Like when you think about like the Japanese McDonald's or there's different in Japan at least I know there's restaurants out there that have different menu items that we've never even seen before.
Yeah.
That we've never had. I think it would be pretty cool to go and check out those different items for fast food restaurants in different areas, but I don't think it would be that different.
Yeah. Yeah. Agree. All right, well, we have thankfully got through the photography part. Now, the next topic we're going to talk about is video games, but before we can talk about that, we're going to take a really quick break, but when we come back, we are going to talk about those video games. So stick around. This is Big C in the Morning on WUDG Underground Columbus, home of the unsigned artists. We're hanging out with the one, the only, Callan Van Syok.
We'll be back.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Yeah. Gotta find me some music to play. Let's see what we can play here. Ooh, you know what? Let's go with P Dot. Let's go with P Dot. Yeah, this is P Dot with Just Coolin'. We'll be right back.
Ironic.
Yeah. Live action ENT in the building, baby. We just be coolin', you know. Feel good, good day. We just cool. Good weather. It's alright to just be cool. It's alright to just be chillin'. We just cool. Just another something for you to ride to. Live action entertainment. P-Dot, you know the name, baby.
Ride the city streets, been in the city blocks. Just hit the corner store. Why? Cause the weather's hot. Just ride the Arizona to quench my thirst. This piece a little mellow, how I'ma deliver this verse. Little girls double dutching, red light and green light. Finding no cloudy days, no violence inside. The day starting great and end the greater. With a little prayer to throw off the haters. First up the car wash, shine up the paint job. Whip out the armor raw to get that spit shine. Hit up the nail tip for my mani petty. I got a show later on, so I'm getting ready. Stop up and start us for that lunch special. Sipping a little wine, nothing too aggressive. Pay off my tab, hit the waitress with a nice tip. Throw up the distance, hit the auto starter to my whip. We just coolin', drinking, smoking. Sun is shining. We just coolin'. We just coolin', drinking, smoking. Sun is shining. We just coolin'. Pull out the parking lot, decide to hit a right, roll it down, Penrose, see if the fam's alright. Everything's looking on the calm down. I got a couple hours, so I'm headed downtown. Stop up the river walk for a little me time. Black out the negative, finally peace of mind. I'm feeling good, I'm in a nice place. Pull up a Sheridan and Mac before it gets late. Check it on my pops and he's in good spirits, patiently waiting, better living if the Lord's willing. Time is winding down, I'm headed back west. It's almost showtime. I gotta get fresh, face beat, fluff the curls, I'm ready. I hit the stage, got my show city, nerve steady. Give that the fan time, headed to the nightlife. I can finally say this day has been alright. We just coolin', drinking, smoking. Sun is shining. We just coolin'. We just coolin', drinking, smoking. Sun is shining. We just coolin'. Just build the stage up. It's time to wind down. Take a couple flicks, strike a pose, just to freeze time. They yell the last call. I grab a nightcap, I toss my drink back. Quick time to head back. Something strange. I had a good feeling, and now I'm sitting even with my intuitions. Wait, somebody's watching me. Then I feel the tap. AP.
Hi guys, my name is Kiambra and I just graduated from Ohio Media School. What I like most about the program is that it's hands-on, so it's not like a lot of work in the classroom. I like that the instructors kind of help you along the way and that the school is there for you. Life has hit me fast this couple of 8 months, so the school has been right with me. What's next for me? A lot of the instructors and career services have got me some gigs, some hosting gigs and some modeling gigs, so I'm going to do that and be prepared to see me on New York TV soon.
We're back on WDG Underground Columbus, home of the unsigned artists. And this is Big C in the morning, and we have the special guest of today here. and his name is Callan Van Syak, who is now taking off his sweatshirt to show the guns.
Oh no, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah. The reason why is because this building is very bipolar. See, we got warm on
What's
this
up?
side of the building, and then we got cold on this side of the building. Like, seriously, it's very confusing. It's very confusing.
Well, it's Ohio, so I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yes, Ohio, where the seasons are made up and the weather does not matter. So,
The weather does not matter.
Yeah.
Look at John Kellogg. I mean,
oh yeah, our old superintendent who wants to have school during like a blizzard. Yeah.
yeah, it didn't matter if there was 6 feet on the ground. You couldn't even walk outside your house. It was definitely going to be school that day.
All right, school. but other school districts like Columbus are like, yeah, we're closing.
Well, they have some building problems that I realize. Some of those schools have some like heating problems.
yeah,
so they get
yeah,
out.
some
They
of
get
the-
out of school for having no air conditioning.
Yeah, I know. Like Fort Hayes High School, their high school, no AC. But in the Career Center, there was actually like AC and heating. But inside like our main building with all the computers and stuff, there was like it was cold. It was either cold or hot. So no AC. But there was some heating and AC in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now back on to our topics. We're going to talk about video games. More specifically, maybe Call of Duty, maybe some other stuff, but video games is the topic. So, Callan, so I got to ask you, what got you into video games?
Oh man, a lot of alone time.
Alone time.
I picked up an Xbox 360. Originally, I started playing Modern Warfare 2 on PC. And then I moved over to Xbox 360 through my middle school days. Of course, I didn't really have. I moved around a lot, so I really didn't have that many friends. So when I finally settled into a house in Westerville, all I did was get online after school. It would be school, homework, games, and then same cycle every single day.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much it.
Yeah, that's basically like me. First, it'd be homework. Yeah, I get that stuff done. Then it's video games. Because what I started with like a PlayStation 2. Like my brothers, they had a PlayStation 2. When I was a little kid, I would always want to play with them on the PlayStation 2, and they give me like a controller, but it wouldn't be plugged in, and I thought I was playing.
Oh, so they'd mess with you.
Yeah, they messed with me. They certainly messed with me. But soon after they, went away and being big boys and stuff, I inherited the PlayStation 2. It was my game console. So yeah, I basically played like Madden, NASCAR, Spider-Man, yeah, all the good stuff, and Medal of Honor. Basically before Call of Duty, the BCD, as we say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Medal of Honor was pretty good back in the day. I'm pretty sure. Have you ever played a Medal of Honor game, Callan?
I have not.
Man,
I've seen videos, but I haven't played it myself.
bro, I should lend you my PS2 and let you play Medal of Honor because it was cool back in the day.
I think my first game I ever got on my Xbox 360 was 007 Deadeye and Hitman.
Hitman,
Agent.
yeah, 47.
Agent 47. Yeah. Yeah, those games I didn't have COD immediately. I didn't have GTA. I didn't have, all the stuff we play now. I didn't.
Man, I had NASCAR, I had Madden, NBA Live, I had SOCOM, which is an army game, third-person shooter. I've had GTA. Basically, my first ever GTA was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It was so fun because I could do anything I want to. I couldn't really go to the store and pick up some milk, but I could do a bunch of stuff, and it was somewhat fun.
Hey, I mean, wherever you start, I mean, you always branch off. I mean, look at us now. I mean, now we're playing Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
You're playing NASCAR and
Yep.
racing games that I don't play.
Yeah.
Just got you into Rocket League, which just
Rocket
became
League.
free to play, so it's been a great time.
Yeah, Rocket League is somewhat fun. I just need to get used to the controls of Rocket League. Because seriously, I
Rocket
need.
League is a hard game to get good at.
Yeah, I can tell.
hard
It's
game.
kind of like FIFA. You got to get good at FIFA before you can, go out there and show off.
Oh yeah, with FIFA, I mean, I played FIFA from FIFA, 14 all the way to 19, and I really kind of dropped off of it. But if anything, Rocket League is like one of the better games I find now. I've just been grinding it and trying to get that high Grand Champ, Grand Champ title.
Yeah. I like to play some, current games like Call of Duty and Rocket League, but sometimes it's best to go and play some retro games like Super Mario Brothers, maybe some Donkey Kong, maybe some Pac-Man. And, it's fun. It's fun to play, just retro games instead of the, modern day games you play.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll go back sometimes and I'll plug in my old Wii system. Play some like good old Wii Sports or Wii
yeah.
Sports Resort. Just like
Bro,
have some fun with that.
Wii Sports was like the game for the whole family, like back in the old days. Like, I think the reason why the Wii won, like, the previous generation for the console wars is because it was a family system. Like,
Yeah.
like, how Nintendo's like more of a family type company. Like, with the Wii, that basically won, and it beat Sony, who won like the previous two generations. Now this generation's about to come to an end, so
I mean,
yeah,
when you think about you're completely right on that because when you look at the games that not only like even Nintendo Switch right now, like current wise, I can't even tell you the amount of times like I've tried to like find something that I'll find on Switch, like Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart, stuff like that. Something that you can play with your friends, but it isn't like completely split screen.
Yeah.
Like with a console like PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah.
If you're playing COD, like zombies, it's gonna be split screen.
Yeah.
You're playing Smash Bros, it's all on the same screen.
Yeah.
I wish it was more or less like that, but it's really difficult for other games to do so.
Yeah. I think the reason why like fighting games in general have only this one screen, I think it's because like, you're gonna be in the same room with your opponent or maybe a different room. Yeah, it's basically easy for them to do that.
Oh, it's always easy to screen peek,
Yeah, like you do when you get taken down by a noob in Call of Duty.
Well, see, I wouldn't have a noob playing with me on split screen. So, yeah, no, it's, I think being able to, honestly, I thought, coming on here would be a little bit harder to talk in front of people, but since streaming, like, since we've streamed GTA and Modern Warfare, I think it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. And talking about the split screen, I was like the split screen king of Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah?
Yeah, like one time, like at a friend's house, like during the summer, I'd be playing, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with my friend and his brother and a bunch of other guys.
One of the best games in the industry.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was the thing back in the day. Especially my brother, Ray J, he had the game. He had an Xbox 360. I obviously played it. I kind of played more the campaign rather than the multiplayer because the campaign was amazing.
Oh, on MW2?
Yeah, MW2.
Yeah. The campaign is unbeatable. The betrayals with General Shepard.
Yeah,
and Ghost, and it's just like the whole. I'll go back and play it myself. Like when MW2 came back remastered.
Yeah.
I went back and played the campaign. And it looks so much better. And I was just like, this is so nostalgic. Like, if you go back and play it on Xbox 360 or just play, like, the backwards compatible version.
Yeah.
That old graphics look really, gives it the sentimental, nostalgic, like, feel that you're back playing the game again.
Yeah.
But, it's unbeatable, man. It's unbeatable. MW2 is such a good game. I remember the first time I actually played it was on console. Not on PC at the beginning. My cousin Tristan, he had an Xbox 360, and I was at a Christmas family event, and I ended up getting bored. I was like 9. I ended up getting bored. I went downstairs. He was like, yeah, just get on my Xbox. He never told me the passcode. Somehow I just put in random numbers, and it unlocked his Xbox, like the 4-digit codes.
Wow.
So I unlocked it, and I started playing MW2. And I was so bad at the game, and it was just like, it was really upsetting, but yeah, that was a different time for sure. Games have they've gotten way better.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with the new Call of Duty coming out, Cold War.
Cold War.
Now, what are your thoughts on the Cold War?
So far from the footage that I've seen, I don't really like the multiplayer interface. But I feel as if like once I actually get into the beta and start playing it myself, I'll enjoy it. That's how it's always been. Like I'll look at the trailer. The trailer for like when it came out, the multiplayer reveal trailer, that looked amazing. But watching like the Twitch streams, it just didn't look that good. Of live people playing on PS5 and PS4, early edition PS5. But
Yeah.
it looks like a really good game graphics wise, and I can't wait for the next generation of consoles to come out in November.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, I think I get what you're saying about the Call of Duty multiplayer, how it's not looking graphically good. It's kind of like, you know, Halo Infinite. It looked pretty bad when they first showed it, but I feel like when they finally come out, the consoles come out, it's going to look way much better, like way better.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, once it's in your own hands and you're the person that's playing and you're not watching a Twitch streamer play it, it becomes a completely different game. Because I can sit there and analyze a COD player all day on a Twitch stream, and I'll never play the same way as any of them. I can't. Like, yeah, sure, I'll use your setup because it's a really nice setup. It's really accurate, but I still don't play like that person. Everybody plays different.
Yeah. Oh, man, yeah. So, since the 5th generation console, well, the next generation consoles are coming out, I think this is like the 8th or 9th generation. What console will we be getting? Will we be getting the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X?
You will never catch me with a PlayStation 5 controller in my hand. It's so awkward. It's so awkward.
It looks like something out of, you know, a sci-fi movie.
Literally, I was over at Parker's house yesterday,
Yeah.
and I played a game of Warzone for him, or after he had played a game. I was like, let me try it out, let me just see. I could not. The controller with the left analog stick being equal to the right analog stick and not farther up just felt so weird to me.
Hey, I had a PlayStation 2. I played, you know, first-person shooters using that control thing. And let me tell you, I got used to it, but when I played the Xbox 360, I was like, okay, this is weird, but I finally got used to it, and guess what happened? Boom, I, you know, just completely forgot how to use a PlayStation 2 controller and just got into Xbox controllers. And besides the original Xbox controller, I've held like every single Xbox controller. I've held an original Xbox controller. I've held a 360 controller. I held an Xbox One controller. They were first weird to me, but now since I'm used to it, it's useful. But I actually had a Wii, and playing first person shooters on the Wii is just terrible.
Absolutely.
God awful.
God awful.
Yes.
VRs I've been really interested in.
Yeah.
Now. I'm looking forward to the future of VR. I have a few friends that have VR systems, and playing different games in that like sense is so weird. It's so weird, but it's really fun to like see like finally have that like you're inside another world kind of vision, I guess, and just playing different things.
Yeah. I actually can't wait for the next Resident Evil game to come out, Resident Evil 8 Village, because I feel like that in virtual reality would be scary as heck, because, dude, let me tell you something. The reveal trailer and the second trailer I saw, oh my god, this is about to be like, you know, like Resident Evil 4 with all the villagers and stuff. And like, I played Resident Evil 4, the villagers and all the crazy characters, they were scary, dude, especially the chainsaw guy. Like, you try to take him down, he won't go down. And besides, the game only has normal and hard. No easy mode.
No easy, no intermediate.
Yeah, seriously. The only Resident Evil there is a Resident Evil game that has an easy mode, but I think it's only in Japan. So Japan got off easy. You got off easy. Like, seriously. It's just unbelievable. That has to be one of the hardest Resident Evil games I have ever beaten. Like, seriously. It's harder than like the prequel to the first Resident Evil 0, which
See, I never got into Resident Evil, but Dark Souls. I don't know if you've ever played Dark Souls.
I never played Dark Souls.
Billy and James got me into Dark Souls, and I almost immediately uninstalled those games after I played them. They were that rage-inducing.
Wow.
They were really scary, but they were rage-inducing, and I just never played them again.
If you want to talk about rage-inducing, some of the Resident Evil games are rage-inducing, but you'll get past through them.
You want to talk about rage-inducing? Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto 5 Racing.
Oh yes, yes. I proclaim myself the king of GTA racing because as a professional NASCAR driver and a professional race car driver overall, I consider myself a really, really talented driver here. Hey, don't you dare!
Okay,
don't
okay.
you dare!
Hey, he might be talented when it comes to racing and NASCAR and like actual like specific racing games. Like GTA 5 is not a specific racing game, but our friend group every once in a while will get together on GTA and we'll just do races. Like B. Our friend B, he'll always try and knock people off, but so will Colton. So
yeah, but that's called defensive driving. We've been taught about this in real life.
When it happens to him, it's dirty racing. That's what he calls it.
Yeah. But every time B hits me, he's like, "Oh, he's dirty racing. Colton's dirty racing." I'm like, "No, I'm not. You hit me. You hit me. You literally hit me." And I'm just angry.
That's B for you, though.
Yeah.
That's B.
Yeah, seriously. But I have to ask you this one question. What is the worst Call of Duty you have ever played?
Infinite Warfare. I didn't even buy the game due to the gameplay that I had played on my friend's console. Before I even thought about buying it because it looked garbage, and it was garbage. Worst Call of Duty I've ever played in my life.
I only bought it because it came built in with, Modern Warfare Remastered, and besides, I needed the achievements. The achievements for Infinite Warfare were pretty easy. All you do is just go into space, shoot down stuff. It's basically like Call of Duty's attempt at, I don't know, Star Wars, I guess. But it's okay to try new things, but if things don't work out with those new things, it's best to go back to formula.
Yeah. So when it comes to space, I don't really like it. Advanced Warfare was a reach, where they started using boosters, and then Black Ops 3 with wall running. I really liked Black Ops 3. Wall running really opened up trick shotting community opportunities. But when it comes to like space, Call of Duty was supposed to be boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Not boots defying gravity.
But luckily they fixed that when World War II came out.
World War II was one of my favorites, actually. I really enjoyed that game.
Oh yeah, World War II was really great. Back to formula.
It's all the twos, man. MW2, Black Ops 2, World War II. Modern Warfare, this one was really good too. I'll give it that. I really enjoyed this game this year. A lot of competitive and a lot of negative games with Colton. Negative KD games.
Yeah, I know. I try my best, but my best isn't good.
Hey, you're getting better. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But okay. So, in video games in general, what is your best video game of all time and your worst video game of all time?
Best video game would be Black Ops 2. I tried going professional 2 years straight in that game. Did 2 months with just sniping and getting better at the game. And being a quick scoper and trick shotting and all that stuff. I had a really fun time. Having friends to play with really helped as well. And it was definitely one of the best CODs of that decade. But worst, I would say the worst game I've ever played is Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 1. And to the Dark Souls community, yes, I appreciate the fact that it was made. I appreciate there's people out there that actually love the game, but I'm not one of those people.
Yeah. I say the best video game I've ever played Oh man, I'd say it probably have to be Grand Theft Auto 5 because honestly, I thought it was amazing. First time I played it.
Yeah, GTA 4, Liberty City, and then having a Gay Tony bundle and
Lost and Darned.
yeah.
I think the worst game I ever played, I think it has to be a game called Trigger Man. And it got me triggered because I really couldn't complete the first level. There were too many enemies and I had low health. Worst game of all time.
All right, yeah, I've never heard of that actually. I don't think.
Oh,
I've heard
you
of
should
it.
you should look it up and buy it. It's available for PlayStation 2, Xbox, the original Xbox, and the GameCube. So
Okay.
I could lend you my PlayStation 2 if you get the game. I will not get the
Yeah,
game.
you won't catch me playing on PlayStation, Colton. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, whatever. All right. Well, that was fun. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna finish up the show. Okay. Okay. So this is Big C in the Morning on WDG Underground Columbus, home of the Unsigned Artist, and we are talking with Callan.
Van Saya.
Yeah, Van Zyl. Yeah, definitely. All right, we're gonna be back. WDG Underground Columbus, home of the Unsigned Artist, Big C in the Morning. We'll be right back. Now here's a song from Daystar called Once Again.
Once again.
Hey, baby. I got something to tell you. Listen. I decided I'm gonna love once again. Even though my past had me frightened and torn into oblivious fractions. But my strength pulls me back into mysterious rapture of capturing all my glitches. Now I'm fixing, nor risking my heart no more. You came through the door with 20 or more, all iced up down to the floor. Yeah, he noticed me too. But game, peak game, daddy, that's what's true. Go figure, mine was looking quick to pull the trigger. Damn, daddy, your swag is off the freak of the Richter. I'll respond quicker to anything you say. If loving you was wrong, then I refuse to go the right way. I gotta pace myself so steadily. I constantly gotta stay 2 steps ahead of me. But my emotions keep letting me, putting my guard down. What you about? What you about? What you about? What you about? You know what, though, babe? I think I'm gonna love once again. I think I'm gonna love once again. I think I'm gonna love once again. Once again. Once again. I think I'm gonna love once again. I think I'm gonna love once again. Once again. Once again. Once again. Damn, he's staring at me with those eyes. Johnny Gill singing my. I'm all warm over inside. Lights off, curtains down, after party come over. Make action movies, Danny Glover. You showing me that you above the rest. A mirror image, your heart got a bulletproof vest. No need to be afraid, I done been it before. Just relax and I'ma show you what you came here for. Gave him a surprise he would never believe. A key to my heart that he could hold and keep. He's the yin and I'm the yang and our love's complete. All this other bullshit stay obsolete. He grew in a state of shock. He looked me in my eyes and said, you are my rock. This man on lock with me, yes I flock. He looked me in my eyes and said, you set me free. I let him know, you the only man for me. Only man for me. Only man for me. You the only one for me. I think I'm gonna love once again. I think I'm gonna love once again. I think I'm gonna love once again. Once again. Once again. I think I'm gonna love once again. I think I'm gonna love once again. Once again. Once again. Once again. Love once again. Let the love once again. Let the love once again. Let the love once again. Love once again. Let the love once again. Let the love once again. I think I'm gonna let the love again. I think I'm gonna let the love again. I think I'm gonna let the love again. Let the love again. Let the love again. Let the love again. Day stars in your speakers.
really like most about the Ohio Media School is that they actually will help you get to your goals and where you need to be. And I actually like the people around there who actually help you with your goals. And you actually get to meet a lot of people along the way, a lot of good friends, a lot of good people. Shout out to A&B, shout out to all the July 3rd class, shout out to the Ohio Media School. And what I'm planning on doing myself is actually be an actor/model. So once you see me doing big things, you're gonna see me on the screen, you know, making moves, you know, making those money moves.
We're back on WUDG Underground Columbus, home of the Unsigners, and this is Big C in the Morning. And oh boy, was this a great show today. And I'd like to personally thank my guest, Count, for being on the show. Count, thanks for being on the show here.
Thank you for inviting me. I know we've talked about it for a few weeks. So.
I know.
After having my cousin on before me, Maggie, I see where you're where it lies. I see where I lie on the friends list.
Oh,
It's fine.
hey, Maggie's been treating me nice. You've been bullying me a little.
Hey, whoa. We all just have fun out here.
Hey, don't make me tell Maggie you bully me now, because I will tell her.
You come after me all the time.
Hey.
If anything, it's B on GTA. Don't even come after me on that one.
Hey, listen. I will probably be the best Grand Theft Auto online player you ever seen.
I'm waiting.
You're waiting?
I'm waiting for it.
You're waiting for it?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Well, when you're away for Cincinnati, I'll train to get better.
Okay, you got 2 days to train. I'll be down there till Saturday.
I know. I hope you have a fun time at Cincinnati.
I will try my best.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Hey, we're just going and visiting Ryan Cox down there.
Oh, yeah. Our good old buddy, Ryan Cox.
Oh, yeah. One of your best friends.
I wouldn't wouldn't say best friend. I'd say, humble associate.
Humble associate. We'll take that, too.
Yeah, we'll take humble associate.
All right.
So, yeah. Anything else fun you're going to do at Cincinnati? You can watch them play. Hey, you can watch them play football. They're playing football right now, I think. Are
Right
they?
now?
Yeah, I think they're playing football right now.
It's a 2-hour drive down there, so I'm definitely going to miss that.
Hey, bro.
But I do have to visit.
I think they're playing Saturday, so.
Okay. I do have to visit Skyline while I'm down there. It's Skyline Cincinnati Chili. So.
Bro, it's probably the same thing.
It is the same thing. When I worked there, it tasted the same as it did when I went down and tried it in Cincy, so.
Last question. Would you go back to Skyline?
Never in my life. Not because it's a terrible place to work, but because I have a better job.
Yeah, Dick's Sporting Goods.
Dick's Sporting Goods and Field and Stream.
Yep.
Yep. It's a good time.
Yeah. I gotta start getting a job soon, or else I'm gonna run out of money.
Hey, there's a lot of jobs out there right now. It's just deciding which one you want to pick. If you want to go back to Pizza Hut again.
Oh, I'm never going back to Pizza Hut. No.
See?
No, that's only for like a 6-month stay. Then you gotta move on to bigger and better things.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. Well, Count, again, thank you for joining me on the show.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. I am always glad to have you here.
I know that he's always looking for guests out there, so if you want to come out here, hit him up.
Yeah, hit me up. All right, so we're going to get out of here. Next week, it's going to be, more topics about stuff I need to talk about with you guys. So, yeah, it's normal. It's normal. It's a normal show. So, yeah. All right, then. This has been Big C in the Morning on WUDG Underground Columbus, home of the unsigned artists. My name is Big C, and I am out of here. See y'all next week. Have a fun day.